Good morning, handymen and women. Well, I'm on my way to a job this morning, and literally like 2 minutes after leaving the house, I got a call from the tenant that they're running about 30 minutes late. So I have this lake down the road. Oh, that's cool. Something just went through the water. I have this lake down the road from the house. So I figured this would be a good time to stop in and do a little video on I guess the truck layout. Everybody keeps asking to see that. They were asking when I was using the van too. To me, it's kind of pointless. I mean, you just need to have all your stuff and you need to have it organized in a way that you can find it. But so here's the truck. I'm driving this right now. I do prefer to have a van, but I'm driving the truck right now simply because the van is getting vapor lock every day that it's over 103, and lately it's been 110 to 112, and the forecast says it's going to stay that way. So I covered up my phone number with some tape there just because I don't want to be putting that out on the internet. But I'll go ahead and just kind of show you all around. I do have things set up in a particular way that works best for me. But again, you know, set things up the way it works for you. So I got my radio in here at all times because this still has the old original GM radio that doesn't work. Down in here, I keep a lot of particular bits, especially this one because I'll lose this every time. But I keep my bits in here that are pretty common. Over on the other side, those 4 bins, those are my inventory bins. Y'all have probably seen those on my videos, and those are my 4 most common bins. And I'm sorry it's a mess, but I didn't plan this video out and make everything pretty for you. This is actually what it looks like, and that's my screw box on top. So it kind of has my screws and then a lot of my most commonly used items that I just throw back in the top there. Let's see, we'll go around to the other side and I'll show you what I have down on the floorboards. Now, since I can't lock the bed of this truck up, I keep all of my power tools down in here. This is all of my cordless and corded power tools because I can lock the cab up. There's my backpack, which, as you can see, just about everything is out of its pockets and just piled up on the bottom of the bag. That's pretty normal for me. I usually wrap that up in the mornings before I go to work, but I did not this morning. And then on the back, I've got this tarp. And the reason I've got the tarp this way, I learned this when I used to use this truck, only this truck, and I didn't have the van. So what I do is I'll just unhook that and I'll take it over to the other one, and then I can reach in. So I've got 3 stacks. I don't know if you can see it, but I've got 3 stacks of my inventory bins right here. And then I can just pop that guy back on. I can take this one off and reach in. This is my paint box right here. It's all my painting supplies and mud supplies. That one hooked back up. Down here, there's my cooler. Get that one hooked back up. And then in the back, in fact, I need to drain my cooler. I put ice in it at the convenience store every morning, but I don't drain my water at the convenience store because that just seems rude. So I've got the hose attached to there. That way I can just yank it out. This is sitting up here because I'm gonna be going to install this morning. That's just a new drawer box that I built for a cabinet. Got my ladders in the middle with my little Gorilla ladder on top. That's my favorite ladder there. Over there off to the side of the cooler, I keep the oil and stuff there and some rags. And then that's also where I throw my trash throughout the day. So when I get home to clean out, all I need to do is just go to that one corner to get the trash. This is a new parts box for things that are not inventoried or inside a bin of their own. I just put all my new parts in here. And as you saw, you know, other things that are not new parts. It's not like a hard set system. There's my mechanics tool set right there, which I always keep with me in case I break down. Next is 2 more stacks of the inventory bins over here. That one's falling off. And then, I don't know if y'all can even see, but the bucket in the back there, that's all sliding glass door patio handles, screen door handles, just all sorts of handles for slider doors. And that bin there is sort of all of my kits. I told y'all I like to buy like the little kits of bits and blades and stuff. So that's those kits right there. That's also my hole saw kits and stuff. And then another little bin there in the middle that says Walmart on it. That's just another little bin that just has some random parts and pieces and stuff. So this is everything, guys. You don't need to carry like an entire workshop with you everywhere you go. So yeah, that's it. I mean, there's not much to it. So what I'm really liking actually is it looks to me like, so here's an idea that I've had. I really like Dodge Grand Caravans, and I know that sounds silly coming from a handyman who you think should be driving a truck or whatever, but I really do. I love Dodge Grand Caravans, and the main reason is because every one I've ever had, going all the way back to like, I think 91 may have been the oldest one I had. If you open the back door and if you put down all the seats, every Dodge Caravan I have ever seen is set up in such a way that you can slide a 4x8 sheet of plywood all the way in and shut the hatch in the back, which to me is pretty nifty. It's pretty handy. We got some turtles in the water over here. But yeah, so I've always thought I'd love to be able to fit everything I need into a Dodge Grand Caravan. And now that I've been driving the van for a while and I've been whittling down over time, so I'm not carrying things with me that I don't need. Now that I'm back to the truck, it's not really full, guys. If I take those ladders out, so if I could put a ladder rack on a Dodge Grand Caravan, then I feel like I could fit everything else I need inside there and access it pretty well and have a comfy ride and have air conditioning and have great gas mileage. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, this is my truck. This is my setup. The truck was sitting for well over a year while I was driving the van, and it needed to get worked on. So in order for me to start driving it again, I had to get new tires on it. They're not brand new. I bought them used, but they have very few miles on them, and I got 6 because they came off of a dually. So now I've got the 4 new ones on the truck, and I've got a spare, and I've also got a spare tire only with no wheel, that if I ever use my spare, then I can go and put that new tire on another spare. And that's it. So I hope y'all enjoyed it. Like I said, there's not much to see. This is not a lifestyle for me. This is just simply a way to get the job done. So I'm gonna wrap up and head on over to that first job. Y'all have a good one.